How's it going, guys? Welcome back. It is now Saturday the 2nd of July. Yes, we're in July. Feels like it's been a couple of weeks since I last made a video, and a lot of things have changed. Some stuff's doing okay, some stuff's a little bit dodgy, but it is what it is at the end of the day, guys. So where will we start? Basically, guys, what I've been doing at the moment is I have been taking my broad beans away. I have been harvesting them. Hopefully I can get a little picture up and show you a little harvest, and then the rest of them I'm going to just try and keep out seed. They're starting to get rid of the black fly now. They did hold off for quite a long time, but now they're starting to get black fly on them. So I have been taking a harvest. The plant's not flowering no more now, like that, so it's come to the end of the cycle of the plant anyway. Just got to take the broad beans. So I have been taking them, and I have had a little harvest, and they were nice, don't get us wrong, but they're not for me sort of style, you know. So probably next year I'll probably just hold off and not bother with them. But we'll see. Like I say, guys, I have kept some to one side for some seed, hopefully, so they just get put away and hopefully dry out, and we'll keep some seed in case I want to grow them again another time, or if I want to pass them down to any friends are out, you know. So broad beans, yeah, a bit dodgy with the black fly and stuff like that, because they're all over the beans and everything. So never mind, first day growing them. Don't get us wrong, they're all right, but they're not for me. Peas, I love the peas, sweet peas, absolutely beautiful, eatable peas, what I'm talking about, not the flowers. Absolutely stunning. The variety what I grow out there, the onwards they were called, absolutely perfect. Already had a mushroom tree full of them, just full. So I came up for another batch of them now, but I'm looking at the plant, I can see the plant starting to die back now. They're not getting any more flowers on them, so I want to get the rest of the peas off while they're nice and sweet, before they start getting a little bit bitter and stuff. Because once the plant starts to die down, all the nutrients and stuff like that, all the good is not going around the plant properly, and it just turns it a little bit bitter. But what I'm hoping is, once I pull them out, I've got a second batch which I'm going to be putting in. So that's a 40 cell multi-cell tray, and I've just dropped a couple of seed in each one. They're popped through nicely now, so hopefully once I start harvesting these and taking these away, I'm just going to drop them straight in the ground. Been pulling up my broad beans, so they're going to be going where the broad beans were, and hopefully I get a second crop before we get hit with the first frost. That's a plan, just a little bit of experiment, because they've been absolutely stunning. Like I say, guys, I'm getting a proper mushroom tray full of them. So what I do is, again, if I can, I'll stick the picture up on the screen so you can have a little look. Onions and leeks really struggled. Like, they're looking good, don't get us wrong, but some of them they fell over. I pulled them up, and they have got some sort of bug inside of them, so I think they're right off. And also the odd one when I pulled up as well did have a bit of white rot. So it's two parts where I put the two onions, and both parts of look like they've got white rot. It's hard to tell at the moment because they do look all right, but like I say, I pulled them up, a couple of them up, and they weren't right. So they're probably a write off. Same as with some of the leeks as well. What I put out, they're looking all right. They've got a little bit of rust on and stuff like that, but they're probably knackered and all. I did put a little bit of garlic out as well, and they're knackered and all. So something's definitely going on with the almonds this year. Don't know if it's because we never got hit with a frost, you know, a strong enough frost, because it's been quite mild, hasn't it? So just a lot of wind, hence the day it's still windy. But so stuff going on there. We managed to get the great aphid sorted out, so things are picking up now. So my calabrese broccoli are looking really good, which I'm pleased with. So we're getting some nice little broccoli heads on now, so I'm really buzzing with that. Also the Cauliflowers are looking really good as well. I just noticed one there, got a nice little, looks like a nice little cauliflower coming on and all, so I'll let you have a little look at that. I am doing some purple sprouted broccoli, and also I have got some more Savoy cabbage and stuff like that, which is going to be going in the places where I take out the broccoli. So when I take the broccoli out, I put the purple sprouted broccoli in, and that can stay there like over the winter till next spring, hopefully, because that's what I want to try and do. I'm determined to grow some purple sprouted broccoli. I started to grow some last year, and I just never covered it and all like that. And the butterflies absolutely loved it, and it was just riddled in caterpillars, so destroyed it. But this year I'm determined to grow some, so that's going to be going in the spot where the calabrese is once I start harvesting that, fingers crossed. So I've got some stuff what is going to be going out. Inside here I've got some lovely stuff growing, so we've got some nice onions. Onions are looking really good. The tomato plants are looking spot on. We've got some lovely peppers up there, the sweet bell peppers. I actually got some Thai chilies starting to come through as well. My croissants over there are looking really good, so I actually noticed it looks like I might have a Christopher Lawson one, because I can see the red. Come on, yes. I thought they were all Allison pieces, but they're not. And they're looking good, really good. A couple of the leeks that I put in are starting to bolt, so I just got rid of one of them. The watermelon, I have got a couple of melons on them, and they're looking really good as well, so I'm buzzing with that. I did put a load of second stuff out just along the side along here, like outside the pony tunnel, some brassicas, but the pigeons have absolutely demolished them. I have put a bit of netting over the top of them just to protect them a bit, to see if they come back through, and they're all picking up a little bit, but absolute nightmare with pigeons. They're just all over and just destroy everything. My Charlotte potatoes, I just had a little dig around there. They're looking really good. They're ready to go. I can start harvesting them now when I want to take them. My French climbing beans, yes, French climbing beans, first of all time growing them, are actually spinning around the canes, so I'm really buzzing with that. Absolutely looks amazing. So hopefully I'll get some nice French beans off them. French green beans, also the Dwarf ones, the Ferrari, they're looking really good. All my spring onions are looking spot on as well. And also, guys, butternut squashes are starting to make a move now. They're starting to puff up, and they're starting to look good, so I'm really pleased with them as well. Cucumbers, struggle a little bit with cucumbers. We've got two inside of here, which are the telepathic. They're all starting to make move now. I have actually done a first tie on them, which I'm really pleased about. The one outside's looking all right. It's a little bit pale, but it's outside at the end of the day, so I am going to give them everything a bit of a feed for some of this tomato feed, and hopefully that just gives them a little bit of a perk. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'll spin the camera around, and then we'll just go through the garden, have a quick little tour, and I'll show you what's going on. And then tomorrow, hopefully, we're going to be up on plot 1, and we've got a bit of work to do up there. Okay, guys, so I'll spin the camera now, and let's have a quick little look. Okay. Right, and guys, so we'll start here and we'll look at these chilies. So these are a Thai chili, which I got given of an plot holder, and we're starting to get some nice chilies on there. Still haven't really done now with the chocolate pepper, sweet bell. This is a sweet bell pepper, and we've got loads of peppers coming on nicely. So we've got a couple of them. The begonia is starting to flower now. But yeah, I spray these every now and again with a bit of Epsom salt. It's good for them. This there is my telepathic cucumber. Really struggled, like I say, guys. You know, I should be getting cucumbers now, but I just really struggled. So like I say, it's had the first tie up, so hopefully not long now and I start getting some cucumbers. These are the money maker, which are looking absolutely fantastic. Really good. Doing well in these little bags. So it's just a cheap little compost bag, £1.50. And I've got the pot. I just chopped the bottom off and I just stuck the plant in. So water in there, feed around there. My chrysanthemums are looking good, so I'm really buzzing now, because this one here is a Allison piece, so it's a nice yellow one. You can see the yellow there, and then this one here is hopefully the Christopher Lawson, because I've got some nice red going on inside of there. So Christopher Lawson's absolutely beautiful. I got bought some cuttings last year, and unfortunately they never came back this year, but throughout the year last year I was just taking any side shoots and I was just sticking them in little tubs. So I managed to have a couple of spare plants what came through, but I didn't know what they were because I never labelled them. So I just took the cuttings and there we go. So now I know that one there, label it properly, store it properly over winter. If this one's a Christopher Lawson, same again guys. So got some lovely little flower heads coming on. Some more sweet bell peppers. So them are looking quite good. Like I say, a couple of leeks are pulled out, so that one's going to get pulled out soon because that's ready to shoot up. That one there is bending a bit and it is getting quite tall, so that's probably going to be going the same way. But we've got this watermelon. This is a chilli plant, by the way guys. Thai chilli. This, well I believe it is. This here is my watermelon. As you can see, I do apologise about the camera. Got a little watermelon coming on there, and then I've got a one over there. So we'll just keep an eye and see if it stays on. Just watering it very little. So yeah, so they might be getting pulled down there because they seem to be stretching. Coming up to tomatoes, these are my Gardener's Delight and Golden Sunrise. So these look like the Gardener's Delight, and then them ones at the back there look like the Golden Sunrise. The marigolds are looking good. So these are the French marigolds and the red cherry. The onions, so these are the Kelsey's in a DT Brown exhibition, so that's a canny size onion, that. It's lovely. But I think they're starting to come to the end now. You know, they don't grow very big. These are starting to take off a bit now. So these are my Peter Graysbrooks, but far too late for them now. I have got plenty more seeds, so hopefully next year I can concentrate a bit more on these if I want to do onions again. This is another watermelon, which is going to be going in place of either leeks over there, or once I start pulling these onions and go in place there, and hopefully we'll get something from it. But there we go. So we've got some nice looking onions in there, but also some not nice looking onions. Right guys, so I'm going to take us outside now and give you a little tour out there. What I did forget to mention was that I have made a progress on the new wildlife section. We managed to start building the pond. How I done it was in the shed at the top of the garden, the old shed, I found a shower tray, was in absolutely mint condition. I dug a hole for that to fit in. Once it was deep enough for that to fit in, I lined it out. I stuck the tray in, I put a lining on top of the tray, and then also I put the main lining on top of that lining what was sitting on top of the tray. So it's been well lined out, and then around the sides to cover all the bits of cuts and stuff like that, I covered the whole ground in cardboard, and then I started putting some of compost over the top of it and stuff, just to compress it all down and stuff. So give us a quick look at that as well. Okay, so we're going to go outside now and I'll give you a quick little tour. Right, and guys, I just zoomed out a little bit so you get a better view, but this is the pond. It's work in progress, like I say guys. So all this is all being covered in compost, and then we'll just put a bit of topsoil over the top of it. This is going to be the compost area, which I need to get into and start sorting out. But this is the new project. So we're going to get different plants around here, some bulbs, spring bulbs and stuff like that, some summer bulbs and some perennial and stuff. around here. So I just wanted to make sure that the water's holding in there, which it seems to be doing okay. A lot of it has been getting evaporated a little bit, obviously because it's been red hot. So I have put some bricks in there, so if anything does fall in there, they can't get out. That is very important. But everything seems to be doing okay there, guys. So this is going to be more or less the end of the year. I'll start getting some bulbs and stuff like that in, and then we'll leave it over the winter, and then I'll start planting out certain plants where I want to put it around here. So it's an ongoing project. My calabrese, this is the best calabrese I've ever grown since I've been trying to do gardening, and they're looking absolutely fantastic, stunning, lovely, happy days. So not long now, guys, and I will be harvesting these. I just need to keep the crows eyeing them so they don't start to split and bolt. The kale, some of it's looking alright, some of it is struggling a little bit. The peas, like I say, guys, just absolutely abundance of these, so I am going to start getting a mushroom tray full of them. Sweet corn's looking fantastic, so I've been taking all the suckers away from them while I've been growing up, just letting the plant grow. Onions, bit of a mixed bag with the onions, guys. Like I say, bit of white rock going on, and then some all that issues as well. So we'll sure find out at the end of the year once I start pulling them up. This bit of netting here, what I put there, is going to act as a little barrier, a wind barrier, because I had all the broad beans there, which have been took away now. And hopefully I'm going to put some peas along here, and hopefully they cling onto this netting, and we'll try and get a second crop. These are just some pot leeks I just put out the other day, so these are going to go over winter. These were just spare ones. As you can see, the butternut squashes are starting to make a bit of a move now, so I'm just letting them grow out a little bit, and then I will train them to go that way, because they seem to be going that way. This is the cucumber I got outside. I just put a bit of protection over the top of it so it doesn't get too much water around its neck, because I don't like that. These are looking nice and green and healthy, and we're starting to get some tomatoes on as well. So same again, guys, these are Gardener's Delight and Golden Sunrise. These have been absolutely demolished by the pigeons. It's probably hard for you to see in there, but they're all starting to recover a little bit, guys. So I did put a load of carrot seeds along here as well, if you can see. So I've done that all the way, and some of them are germinating and some of them are not. As you can see, some of my cucumber cauliflowers here and all are, well, they've been munched on, so they're all struggling, and they're the really good ones as well, so I'm quite gutted. But I've got these ones. These are the cheesy F1s, and I've been growing these for about, I think this is my third year. Never let us down. I'm trying to make you have a look in there. Look how nice that is. Absolutely beauty. So we've got some more peas here, guys, which I need to go through, sort out, and take a good harvest from them. As you can see here, these onions, they're not looking the best of. Not looking the best of. Carrots, sweet candle, just directly sowed in the ground, and just see how they get on. Broad beans, so these are going to be getting chopped down soon, and as you can see there, it's full of black fly. So these are going to be getting chopped down, and I'm just going to do the same as what I've done with that there. Some of my cabbages are getting attacked by caterpillars. There we go, these are the summer ones, and these are the January Kings 3. So they're called Golden Acre. They are picking up, but they're not going to come now fancy. So definitely next year we'll have to do some sort of netting. These are the Blue Lake climbing French beans. I'm really buzzing how they're looking. It's all starting to make move now. They've got all the Mercury Soul and the beets going along there nicely, and also got some of the snowballs turnips. I've got some Dwarf French green beans, so as you can see there, they're starting to come on now. So I've got some beans there coming on nicely. So not long now, I'll be getting in there. I'll be giving them a harvest. Just make sure I got my gloves on because we've got a lot of nettles. These are looking good potatoes, so we've got it. There we go, guys. Some potatoes coming on nicely there. Absolutely covered. So they're ready to harvest. I'm going to start going through them and all. Right guys, so there you have it, just a quick little tour, so you've got an idea how stuff are looking. Some stuff's looking okay, some stuff is struggling. Definitely got some ideas in my head what I need to do for next year, but sometimes it's hard to plan stuff because every season is different. Like I say, this year it's been mainly the onions, and I have struggled with some cucumbers. Apart from a bit of the aphids and stuff like that, I haven't really been too bad with the brassicas at the moment. Don't want to jinx it. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, so it is hard to plan stuff for next year, but I've got a bit of an idea. It's the same as every other garden. Loads of different people are struggling with different stuff. We'll go up the plot one and I'll show you up there as well if I get a chance tomorrow. And just to show you up there, because all the onions up there are knackered as well. So it's not just this plot. I feel like a lot of people have struggled with some alliums this year, and I don't know if that's just due down to, like I say, the weather. We never had that cold frost for long enough because it was quite mild. I actually thought we were going to have a good season because it was really mild, but it hasn't killed off these bad bugs and stuff like that, so we're starting to get a few problems. But there we go, guys. So hopefully I'm up on plot one tomorrow, and we'll do a little update on there. But if not, I will get this video uploaded for you guys and let you have a little quick scan about and see what you think. And then through the following week, I'll do a video on plot one so you can see what's going on up there as well. But like I say, it's been a funny old season, so I'm going to get everything watered in here now. I'm going to get myself away because it's time for home. So I'll catch you in a bit. Right guys, how's it going? Just made it up to plot one. Just down in the greenhouse. Not a lot of stuff's going inside of this greenhouse, to be totally honest with you. We have got a melon which needs to be sorted out and potted up. And also my grapes as well. So I haven't really done much of this plant this year. Like I say, this is on its third year, this plant. So I'm just letting the grapes grow. I am trimming a couple of them off, what look a little bit premature and stuff, so all the energy's not going into that one grape plant, basically. So, like I say, I'm not doing too much of them. I'm just keeping them trimmed a little bit. But next year, they'll be a little bit different, because when you got the one stem running off there, where I got the two bunches of grapes coming from it, you got to sacrifice one of them and just chop one away. That's what they say. But this year I'm just letting them be and just see how they get on, and then next year when it's on its fourth year, that's what we're going to start doing. The vine hasn't really went anywhere. It's stayed where I wanted it to stay. I will try and spin the camera around if I can. So, you know, it's just stayed where I wanted it to stay. It just stayed where I wanted it to stay, so that's all I want. It's plenty of grapes on, as you can see, and the older the plant it gets, I'm assuming the more mature and more grapes I will get. So that's looking canny good. I'm just outside at the moment because we've got some broad beans up on this plot as well, and they're died back now, so they're ready to be harvested. So I'm just chopping them back a little bit. These never got touched with any black fly up, yeah, so these are spot on. I only done like a little probably about a metre size area and just filled it with broad beans. So like I say guys, I'm harvesting them at the moment, and what I'm doing is I'm just chopping the plant from the very bottom to the base of the plant, and I'm leaving the actual root ball in the ground, and I'm just going to let that just be there and just let that break down, because what you find with broad beans is that they hold nitrogen, and on the roots they've got like little nitrogen balls, and that helps to feed the plant. So obviously when the fruits come on and stuff, the beans, it starts to use that to feed the plant. So I'm just going to leave them in the ground because they may have a little bit of nitrogen left on, and just let that die back, and that'll just help to feed the ground. I'll take us outside and let us have a little quick look to see what's going on. This garden's totally different. We've got some work what we're going to be doing on this garden at the end of the year once stuff starts coming out and stuff, but we'll go through the garden and I'll give you a quick little look. My dad's been up here doing mainly the work up here, and he's been doing all right. So like I say guys, we'll go out, we'll go and have a look, and I'll show you these broad beans, okay? Right, and guys, I'll quickly show you these broad beans. So just been taking them there, and just pulled the one up there just to show you, give you a little bit of an example. But as you can see here, if we look carefully, we've got some little modules on the side of the roots, and these are nitrogen. So it stores its own nitrogen, this plant, and then it slowly releases it to feed the broad bean. As you can see there, there's plenty of them on. So all I've been doing is just chopping it from the base of the plant, leaving the root in, and then letting that break down, and then that'll get digged in, and then that'll just feed the ground a little bit with some nitrogen. This is why people use broad beans for over winter for, and they'll just chop it down before it starts to flower, because it's a good feed, it's a green manure, and that's why. It's because of these little nitrogen pockets just there. So that's kind of good. I just learned that last year, to be honest with you. So yes, I'm in the middle of a process of just chopping that back now. None of this got hit with any green flies, so they're absolutely some lovely broad beans on there, so we're going to get a nice harvest from them. We've got some nice looking Kelsey onions sitting there. Like I say guys, it's a lot of work wanting to be done on this plot, and we're going to be starting it at the end of the year. We have got some sweet candle carrots, which seem to be doing okay, so there we go. So they're coming on nicely now guys. Also the French Dwarf green beans, these are looking nice and green and healthy, which I'm really pleased with. So it's a bit of a mixed bag up this garden guys. Some stuff's doing okay, some stuff's struggling. We had to pull a lot of stuff out because of us getting hit with the cabbage root fly, but we have put some of that stuff in to replace them. So there we go, that's a nice cabbage there. So this is a golden acre, it's doing really well, nice and solid. So not long now and I will be taking a harvest from them. Got some lovely cauliflowers sitting there. My dad's put some of the spare sweet corn in here. He's done it all wrong, it's not looking very good. You may get the odd carb and stuff, but not worry about it, it's plenty down on the other plot. Alliums are just really struggled with the alliums this year. Definitely something is going on, as you can see there, just rotten. Got little bugs inside of them and stuff. So not good at all. Not good at all. Load more turnips. Some swedes seem to be doing okay. Got some Brussels sprouts along there, guys, and then also got some just green cabbage over there and some red cabbage. They're all struggling a little bit. All the flowers are starting to come through nicely now, so it's a mixture of different stuff inside of here. Sunflowers, cosmos, calendula, lobelia, marigolds, chrysanthemums, loads of stuff. Gooseberries, these are absolutely stunning. So we waited 4 years to get some berries off this. Absolutely lovely. This came with a garden, guys, but it was originally over there. Was there for about 2 years, and we started to get hit with loads of white powder mildew, so we decided to move it. We moved it over there, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So full of fruit, stunning. We've got a couple of quails inside of here, and also got some little hens there. Not too sure what sort these are, because these are my dad's birds, but absolutely stunning. Strawberries, absolutely loads of strawberries, just covered in strawberries. But unfortunately, guys, what's been happening is it's just been rotten. So we're hoping to take some runners from these this year, and some will be going down to plot 2, and some will be staying up here and put them in some buckets and some pots and stuff. Rhubarb's starting to die back a bit now, so we've just been picking it and taking the last of the harvest. Potatoes, bit of a mixed bag, just not right the way my dad's got it all set up and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, guys, it is what it is. We're all going to change it around a bit next year. These carrots, carrots are starting to recover a little bit now. Don't know if the plant's been knocked, probably has, because these were absolutely stunning, and then they start getting munched on by the mice. These are some parsnips, and they're doing really well, as you can see. And then over here we've just got a couple of Kelsey onions struggling a little bit. So guys, a bit of a mixed bag up here as well. A lot of work what needs to be done up here. What we've been discussing, my dad has, is at the end of the year, once stuff starts to come out, we're going to get rid of this old fence, what's actually around this bit of plot, and then we're going to break up the grounds. Think about pulling up the paths and putting some new paths down, and then also like I say, breaking up the grounds into sections like we've got on plot 1, so it's easier to manage and stuff. This fence is ready just to fall anytime, so I'm just going to get rid of it. It came with the garden, because we did have rabbits getting in the garden when we first took it on, but we managed to get on top of that and blocked any holes off and stuff like that, so haven't seen rabbits in there for a while. So we're going to get rid of the fence, and then we're going to break the grounds up and stuff like that. So that's the project, hopefully for the end of the year, and get this all set up, because plot 1's more or less up there now. It's more or less sorted. Like I say, my mate's involved down there, so he's doing bits and bobs down there as well. So end of this year I'm going to be concentrating on this plot and getting this plot how I want to get it all set up. Also, my dad and my sister are looking at another plot as well, which they have just took on, so it's a little bit of work for them to do there, but that's going to be mainly for the hens and stuff like that. So give a little update on that, hopefully in the next few weeks. and let you know what's going on there, because I got no part of that. That's down to me, my dad and my sister. But yeah, so like I say, this one here, guys, it's going to be a bit of a change around, and can't wait to get dig into it, and hopefully it's going to be starting at the end of the year. But there we go, guys, just a quick little tour around both plots, give you a bit of idea what's going on. Some things are looking good, some things are struggling. It's been a funny old season for me, I believe, but there we go, it is what it is. But cheers for all your likes and all your comments, guys, really appreciate it. Cheers for all the subs as well. If you're considering subscribing, guys, come along, subscribe to the channel, see what we get up there. We're running 2 plots at the moment, and it's a funny old season, so come along, join the journey and see what we get up to. Cheers for now.